everyone, welcome back to 2D Design on the Computer. Today we're just going to go over the text tool or the type tool and some other text that we can use here in Adobe Photoshop. So let's get started. Over here on the left in the toolbar panel, you'll notice the horizontal type tool. You can open this tool setup and see also the vertical type tool. Right now, we're just going to click the horizontal type tool. And notice up at the top here in the control panel, you'll have the font, the style of the font, the size, and then the paragraph, the color, and also a couple other options. Notice again, over here on the right now there is no option, but watch when I click here, you'll notice that the character panel appears. Because now there is text. Also note, if you look down at the layers panel, down here on the bottom right, a new layer appeared because this is our text. And for each layer, for each time we add a different text box, it will add another layer. Now, if we go up to Window and we go to Character, this panel will also appear here as well. Okay, so it gives you the similar options as Illustrator with the font, the size, you have the different spacings, you have the leading and the leading and the tracking, you have all caps, small caps, subscript, superscript, etc. Okay. Also note here there's paragraph to change the paragraph options, and then I just expanded it in so we'll see it here on the side. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is with our type here, you'll notice mine is this coral color because that's the text color I have. To simply select, just click and drag. And we're going to go up to the warp text panel. And right now you'll see it says none because we need to check an option. These are presets that you can apply to your text to create different effects. And note, when applying these effects, you can also change some of the sliders to create a little bit of a different experience here. Okay, so I'm just clicking through a couple of them to give you an idea. You can also make the effect applied horizontal or vertically, so note that will give a different appearance. All right, so this is some basic information of how to quickly use a preset to alter some of your text. Okay. Next, we're going to go over how to use a similar technique in Illustrator, which would be called Type on the Path tool. Here in Photoshop, there isn't really a tool versus more so a process. So what we're first going to do is we're going to go to our Shape tool, and I'm just going to pick an ellipse tool, the ellipse tool right now, and I'm simply going to draw a shape. Now note here, this says shape, this says fill, and this says stroke. We don't want that for this, so we're going to delete and come back up, and we're going to make sure it says path. And when it says path, it will only create an outline, which hence Type on a Path tool will work. So we'll draw our ellipse here. We're not going to click any other place. We're going to go to the Type tool, click on it, and then notice here how when I hover over, my cursor changes to this waved line. Once that happens, you can then click, and the type will be applied to the path. Okay, so once this is applied, I'm just going to click off, and you can notice that there is a cursor, so you can delete some and type some more in if you'd like. Just simply click and add text in, and it will add in. Now to similarly alter the text around the ellipse here, we are going to have to use a special tool called the Path Selection tool, which is this black arrow over here. This will allow us to click and move the text around. Also note here, I moved it a little too far, but also note here that there's an arrow appearing, a right and a left arrow. This right and a left arrow, once you click, is the direction of how the text will go. You can also hover over the path and click and hold, and this will change the start and end points. So if I go over here, I can move it around similarly like this. But when you're doing this, remember you're narrowing the gap of where the text can be applied. Also note you can flip the text if you drag over the line like that. That's why that's happening. So I'm dragging over and going back, and it's flipping it. Also here, if I click and I rotate, I'm basically just making the text smaller where I can type smaller. Also note you can use the paragraph tool to align your text, okay, on different parts of the ellipse here. Okay, and if you wanted to go back in now and edit your text, you need to go back to the text tool to then edit your text, and see how now my endpoints are closer together, so I can add more to my ellipse here, more text. So this is one way to alter the text on the ellipse. Next, I'm going to zoom out, and we're going to go over now how to do the area type tool in Illustrator. So we're going to do the similar thing. We're going to use the shape tool, and we're going to use the polygonal tool. And when we come up to the control panel here, we want to make sure we have, instead of paths checked, we want to make sure shape is checked. We want to turn off the fill, and we want to turn off the stroke, because we just want the path to be defined, or to define the area. We don't want to have an outline of a stroke, and we don't want to have a fill color. I'll show you an example after this of what that would look like if we kept them on. Okay, so now that we changed those options, we're going to, again, we're on our polygonal tool. We're going to click and draw a polygon. We're not going to click it all. We're going to go over to our text tool. We're going to click on it, and we're simply just going to click within the area of the text, or of the polygon. And you'll see how this happens, where the default text appears. I'm just going to make it a little bit smaller so we can understand how it would fit in. I'm going to Control C, Control V, and I'm just going to copy and paste some more, so you'll see how it would be positioned. I have it off to the left, so that's why it looks off to the left right now. If I put it to the center, it would go in the center, and if I put it to the left, sorry, I think I meant right before, if I put it off to the left there, it will go off to the left. Okay, so notice here now when I click off, there is just the text in somewhat of that shape there. Okay, what I meant about the polygonal tool and the area type process is if you click on the polygonal tool again, and this time we'll turn on the fill, we'll turn it on. Let me see here, if I go to path, and then I go to shape. So I'm going to turn on the stroke, and I'm going to turn on the fill. Okay. Now, so I have shape, the fill is on, and the stroke is on. Watch when I draw my polygon here, there's color inside of it. And now when I go to my text tool and I click inside, the text will appear, and I click off, and you'll notice that the background of the text still appears there. And on this one, it's a little bit harder to see, but there is a stroke around this. I did it a little bit of a strange color. It's this coral color. You can see a little bit of it, a very fine stroke going around it here. So this is the effect that you'll have with that. Now also note when I zoomed in, see how the letters are becoming pixelated? That is because we're in Photoshop, which is a raster-based program. Whereas if we were in Illustrator, you would not have this appearance happen because it is a vector-based program. So that's one of the pros and cons. If we had to blow this text up very large, this would not be the best program to use if it was going to be, say, like a 6-foot poster or a banner or something like this, because we can't scale it that large, possibly because it will become pixelated. That's why Illustrator would be better to work in. But at least you know that these have options, and this is what the options would be. All right, so here are just some quick ways on how to work with some text in Adobe Photoshop. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out.